Eileo guys, and welcome back to the second installment of the Friendly Visit series. Now if you don't know what this series is, what I mean by Friendly Visits is just taking a look at some of the Astromons that are currently up in my friends list. So let's see if you guys have anything spicy. Obviously this is on my Casualio account and not my main account, so hopefully we got a couple different players in here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so here's the friends list right here, and in no particular order. I'll try and remember how many I've chosen, but let's go ahead and take a look at, is it Rias? Looks like they have a dark Persephone. Let's see here. She has 2 books on her, so both level 2 skills right here. 7k attack, nearly 5k defense, and 44k HP. That's okay. Looks like she's on a ruin set. Okay. Crit damage gem with some crit rate up there. 20% attack. Wow. Another crit damage gem?
What the fudge?
And a crit rate gem. That's why she has 7k attack, because she's double crit damage. I mean, that's 15 right there, and what, that's 13.5, so she has like, what, 28.5? We can go ahead and say 29, add it to the 54, which she's sitting at around, what, like 83-ish? But why? But why? I mean, she's Super Senate too, so she also has the immunity skill, which grants a 30% chance for her to remove all negative effects. But my only issue with this is your attack. Like, interesting. That's all I can say. Interesting. Okay, next up though we have, there's Oladi Meji, who recently had an account review done, like either within the past month or past couple of months. Let's take a look at him real quick and see what he's working with. So she is variant. This is Scheherazade, which is one of the newer Nat 5s that was released out this year. Super Ascendant, she has the Weaken skill, which 40% chance for Weaken to basically be applied with whatever skills that she does. But she has damage reduction, doesn't she? So Courageous Strike and damage reduction. I mean, that actually does work though, because if Courageous Strike does proc with her, especially with it being her 3-star skill. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down here. Looks like she's on a Valor set as well. Crit rate, there's an attack gem, 11% crit damage up there and 7.5% crit rate. And then another attack gem. So, I mean, she's not max crit, but her crit should be acceptable. And by acceptable, I mean it is what it is. I'm sure she might have like a crit rate enhancement as well, because 54 plus the 7.5, she's at like what, 62-ish? And then, you know, she's around 75-ish with that. Okay. So that's 2 down. Let me go ahead and pull up Nathan's over here, because why not? No books on him, but he is Evo 3 here and fully enhanced, but no Super Ascension yet. But he's sitting at 12k attack, 4k defense, and nearly 44-ish k HP, but even though it's 43, don't pay any attention to that. Let's take a look at his gems though. Gem of Zeal set up there, so he gets an added attack and crit rate. No crit rate subs on this one. Sag. There's a crit rate gem, decent attack up there, a little bit of crit damage, a little bit of resist, and then another attack gem with some crit rate up there as well. Plus, I mean, you do get the added crit rate from the Zeal set, so I mean, that could definitely help to add up, but he's fine. I mean, nothing super duper extravagant. Like, if you could slide up in like a crit damage gem up in there and get this boy on like crit damage attack, spicy. But I mean, this set, don't get me wrong, the set's fine. It's fine. We have seen far worse up here. Let's go over here to Yifri though, because I believe Yifri has also had an account review done in the past. But here's his Water Barona, even though she looks like a dark one to me. Like, I was like, wait a minute, is that dark Barona? Why is she so like purple, dude? But anyways, he has what, Unwavering Resolve, which grants his 40% chance when getting attacked to restore 20% of her own HP. That's pretty nice. Fully booked up for that Courageous Strike, and Defense down is almost fully booked up, but that's poggers, dude. Congrats, man. I mean, she's variant too, but what does she have? Oh yeah, she has the just attack lead. Wet hardly does beat her with that crit damage lead, but it is what it is. What it is. Let's take a look at these gems though. So intuition set right here. Crit damage gem with 20.5% defense, 20.5% crit rate up there. There's an attack gem with 19.5% crit rate. Another attack gem with 13% crit rate. Yiffre, I gotta give it up to you. I gotta give it up to you, man. She's fully decked out too. I gotta give it up, man. Even though this isn't a ruin set, I mean, it's not as good, but even getting to this point, I'm proud, man. I'm super proud of you. Oh, look, I always get confused at his name because I want to say hypocrite, but it's Hippocrite. Over here with his light bolt wing. Let's take a look at him, because if you guys don't know, me and Hippo, we're in the same guild, so if something's wrong here, we got to be the ones to call him out. But he has his super Evo bolt wing over here sitting at 9.2k attack, nearly 4.6k defense, and 53k HP. So that boy has all kinds of HP, fully booked up because he is an at 4. And then level 6 later skill with that, I believe, Death Blow. Yep, it is Death Blow. Let's take a look though. He's on a conviction set. So there's a crit damage gem with 21% resist up there and 20% crit rate. A little bit of attack. There's an attack gem with 13.5% crit rate and then 22% resist. And then there's another attack gem with 22.5% crit rate. Now he should have the 20, so that's what, 42.5. 42.5, make that 43. I'm over here trying to do math in my head. That's like 56. That's like 70, I want to say. So his crit rate should be pretty high. I don't think it's max, but it should be pretty high, even if my quick math is bad. But with all that resist, he's definitely hit the resist cap, and with that crit rate, I mean, he's still going to do damage. It's not a ruin set, but he's still going to do damage, and hopefully he won't suffer from any debuff. So yeah, that's what I expect around here, man. That's exactly what I expect. Oh, who is this? Is it Lidicinal? I probably pronounced that wrong, but you know. Let's take a look at your wet Nike though. So fully booked up. She is a nat 4. She has the I believe attack boost lead, but she has shield breaker. Interesting. Interesting. Let's take a look at her gems. So she's on a ruin set, and oh my goodness, dude. 14k attack, nearly 55k HP, and 5k defense. Holy crap, dude. So she has attack gem with 24% resist and 13% crit rate. Another attack gem with 13.5% crit rate and 20% defense. And then another attack gem with 20% crit rate up there. So she's on triple attack. And that's what, like 30, I'll say 34% crit rate right there. Nearly like 47% plus her base. And decent resist up there too. I mean, at least on that gem. That's... I gotta give it up to him. Now when she crits, she's gonna hit like a butt cheek on a stick. Now if she doesn't crit, even with her attack being that high, it's gonna be, you know, okay. But I mean, she's mainly more of a debuffer, but I've seen other players like It's SG, for example, really deck their water Nike out, and her damage output is great, especially once that defense down is applied, and it's just overall super helpful for your team, because if she gets enough SP, which obviously she will with enough damage, everyone has defense down up there. You don't have to worry about her doing any other Pepega moves, and congratulations, you're tearing stuff up, especially in a dimensional dungeon. So okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh look, it's May. We got to check this out. We have to check this out. May's over there in the Discord. She's been hanging out with us over there. So if you guys haven't joined the Discord, the link is in the description below. Come on over and hang out with a bunch of degenerates such as myself. But let's take a look at May's Wood Griffin, who's Evo 3. No books, May. Yep, this video is over. But 51k HP up there, 10.7k attack, and then 4.2k defense. A little low there, just a little. But let's take a look at the gems though. So it's a broken set. That's fine. As long as the broken set is good, or at least acceptable, that's all that matters. So let's take a look right here. So we have an attack gem, 23% resist up there, and 14.5% crit rate. We have another attack gem with 19% crit rate. And then we have a crit rate gem with a little bit of resist and a little bit of attack. I would say that's pretty, I mean, I wouldn't say it's average, but I would say it's slightly above average. So, I mean, that's perfectly fine too. That's perfectly fine. As long as it works, it works. And I think this is suitable for right now until you can get better gems, or, you know, maybe it's a gem situation, or maybe, you know, she uses Wood Griffin, but she's just, you know, doing a weird flex with him. But I think those gems are fine. Those gems are fine. Good job, May. Moving on, though, we have Hitagoroshi over here with a Super Ascended Fire Wildfang. She's not even fully booked up, bro. How are you going to Super Ascend her? She's not even fully booked up. Super Evo her, not even fully booked up, man. But she does have that Fiery Resolve, dude, which obviously grants the 40% chance when getting attacked to increase her own attack power by 50%. Let's take a look at these gems, though, because she's stealing at nearly 41k HP, 3.8k defense, and then 10k, well, 10.3k attack. Wrong button. Pay no attention to that. She's on a protection set. There's an attack gem with 19% crit rate, another attack gem with nothing really up there, and then a crit rate gem. But she's on protection. I mean, perhaps she's just a work in progress. I'm curious to where she's being used at for protection to be the biggest focus here. Even though, I mean, you know, the subs on this one isn't anything to scoff at. Maybe they're trying to fill out the set for now, because her trinkets aren't even done. So for all I know, this could have been, you know, the first mon he got, you know, super ascended, and he's just happy to use it. So maybe it's a work in progress. If I do remember in the future, maybe I'll give this a visit. I don't know, but it's just curious. Very curious. Alright, there's Zexalexin. I don't know, I'm butchering you guys' names. I do think we have an account review coming up in the future, but since we're here, we're going to go ahead and be nosy with his Dark Odin. No books on her. She does have a Weaken as her Super Ascension skill, though. Let's take a look at her gems. So she's on a life set. Attack gem with 14% crit rate and 15% resist. Another attack gem. And then a defense gem with a little bit of resist. And then 11.5% crit rate. So Gem of Life, attack, defense. I'm curious to see what Zex was going here. Like what his end goal was, because you having her on life made me already think, okay, maybe she's just going to be more like a defensive, just trying to be annoying, you know, POS. But then you have her up there with attack gems. Like she has like this conflicting ideals of what she should be versus what she should not be. Because yeah, the Gem of Life, I would assume that she would have had like HP defense, or HP defense with some like resist subs or something of that nature. But she's on an HP life set, but more built for DPS. Pro tip for all you guys out there with a Dark Odin, at least in my opinion, this is only one man's advice. You either go in, or you just don't go in at all. Either build her super duper defensively, or build her just balls to the wall, full out attack. I don't mean triple attack, but full on DPS or full on tank. This is kind of a weird chant, man. So I'm glad that you reached out for an account review. Not saying that my advice will assist you, but at least hopefully it will help steer you in the right direction. Moving on, though, we have Joseph Best JoJo. I have to click on this. I have to click on this. If you guys haven't seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, yes, it's overrated, but it's actually pretty good. He has a light Yuki, though. Obviously, Evo 3, she has all her enhancements fully booked up. No Super Ascension, but that's okay, because my Yukis aren't Super Ascended either. So don't at me on Discord over that. But she's on a broken set. She has a crit damage gem of 14.5% crit rate. A crit rate gem of 25% resist. And then an attack gem with a little bit of resist, 16% resist, and then 14.5% crit rate. Okay. Okay, that's perfectly acceptable. I mean, it's crit rate, crit damage attack. I'm curious though. I mean, I definitely see it in your future that you may be able to pull off crit damage attack in the future with her being a light type and all. Because I think one of my Yukis is super duper close, even on a rune set, with being max crit without a crit rate slot dedicated to that. Like she's on crit damage attack. But that's a good Yuki. That's a good Yuki. Resist is kind of sus though. I will say that. Media Rahan. That reminds me of one of the moves off Persona 5. Like, maybe it's just media for like the, I think it's like the group heal or whatever. But let's take a look at Ronnie over here because his headline is over here drawing my attention. He has a super extended Dark Yuki though. Fully booked up. She has a recovery seal, I believe. Yep. As her super ascension skill, which could be an issue depending on where she's being used at, because once she gets that sap off, somebody may get sealed, and if you're selling someone that can already heal and they can't heal, hopefully that sap's going to do some work with everyone else. But she's sitting at over 100k HP, 4k attack, and nearly 6k defense. It's pretty decent. Let's take a look at the gems though. So she has a defense gem, 14% resist, a HP gem with a little bit of crit rate up there, and then a crit rate gem. So I guess trying to build her more of like a jack of all trades. You're trying to get some possible damage out of her, but I'm just curious though, because I don't think her base attack isn't super duper high as a tank, but she gets that 20% bonus up there. So do you have like some attack enhancements on her as well, or what? I mean, I get what he's going for. He's trying to build her not only defensively but offensively at the same time, so he's trying to compromise here. But I think with better subs, maybe there would have been a better effect with that. I'm not sure. But alright, you guys, I'm running out of time because obviously I got to keep this going. Because why not? Why not? We're going to go ahead and end the video here, though, with Draco. Because Draco always hits me up on freaking Channel 3 or Channel 1. One of the two. Because my main account's on Channel 3. The casual account's on Channel 1. Sometimes I hang out in chat. But I do believe it's Channel 3 that Draco's is always up there hanging out with your boy. So let's go ahead and end the video off of him and his fully booked up Panolo. No super ascension skills, though. So complete and utter Sag. But let's take a look at his gems though. So 37k HP, 6.2k attack, and 3.4k defense. He's on an intuition set. He has an attack gem with 11% resist and crit rate. A crit damage gem with 5% crit rate and 6% resist. And then an attack gem with 11% crit rate.
NANI?
Draco. I'm getting on Channel 3 after this video, and I'm banning Draco. I never want to talk to that dude again. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end it here because you guys don't know the next time I'll be checking out your accounts and what Astromons that you guys have up here. So feel free to add me as a friend even though my list is full. I guess once I go through this again, I'll kind of have to like cycle people out. That way I can get better pool of people and see what's going on here. But just in case you don't know, I could do this tomorrow, literally again. I could be doing this right now while you're watching this video. So you can feel free to bring like a troll Astromon if you want. But if you want to show off, man, if you want to do a flex on the internet, feel free to like put your most prize possessed Mon as your Mon that everyone can use for your friends list. Because not only does it help out newbies, but it also helps the world to see your weird flex on your Astromon. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. And yep, that's pretty much it. See ya.